In a peaceful village by the river lived Charlie the tortoise, a gentle creature with a shiny green shell. People often came to him for advice because he was slow to speak, but always wise. No matter what happened, rain, drought, or quarrels, Charlie never looked sad. His calm smile never faded. One day, a boy named Ethan asked, "Charlie, why are you always happy? Don't you ever feel bad when life goes wrong?" The villagers leaned closer, waiting. Charlie blinked slowly and said, "My dear, happiness is not outside, it lives inside your heart." Ethan frowned. "But how can you smile when life is unfair?" The villagers nodded, curious too. Charlie's shell gleamed under the sun as he smiled. "Let me tell you a story from my life," he began in his slow, steady voice. Everyone went silent. Ethan whispered, "A story? From you?" Charlie nodded. "Yes, a story that broke me once, but also gave me the greatest gift, the secret of happiness." Suspense filled the air. Even the birds stopped chirping, waiting for his words. The tortoise lowered his head and said softly, "It all began many years ago. When I was younger," Charlie said, "I had a family. We were not rich, but our days were filled with laughter. Then one day, my dearest companion grew sick. I tried everything, herbs, prayers, medicine, but nothing helped. Soon, she passed away." His old eyes grew watery. The villagers gasped. Ethan whispered, "That must have been terrible." Charlie nodded slowly. "It was the heaviest day of my life. I cried for many nights. I thought I would never smile again." His shell shivered. "But then, something changed inside me. Something that would guide me forever." Ethan leaned forward. "What changed?" Charlie's wrinkled face softened. "I realized my tears would not bring her back. My children needed me. I had to find strength again. That's when I discovered a truth. Happiness is a choice." The crowd murmured. Ethan frowned. "A choice?" Charlie nodded. "Yes, each morning, I told myself, today, I will find one thing to smile about. Some days, it was hard, but maybe the sun was warm. Maybe a flower bloomed. Maybe a friend visited. Even the smallest joys became treasures. And little by little, my heart healed." "But what if something really bad happens again?" Ethan asked. The villagers leaned closer. Charlie stretched his neck slowly. "Then I remind myself of 3 words. This too shall pass. Storms may last for a while, but they do not last forever. Pain fades. Meanwhile, I focus on what I still have: my health, my family, even just the gift of being alive. Happiness is not about what you lose, it is about what you choose to see." Ethan's eyes widened as he whispered, "So even in sadness, we can still find light?" The villagers nodded in agreement. Charlie's story touched every heart. Ethan looked at him with awe. "So the secret is to choose happiness every day." Charlie smiled warmly. "Yes, but remember, it takes practice. Some days are heavy, but one small good thing is enough to keep hope alive." Ethan lowered his head, deep in thought. The tortoise's words felt like a seed planted in his heart. Slowly, Ethan's lips curved into a smile. "I think I understand now." The villagers exchanged hopeful glances, eager to see how this boy would change. From that day on, Ethan decided to follow Charlie's advice. Whenever something went wrong, he searched for at least one reason to smile. At first, it was difficult, but little by little, life felt lighter. Even during storms, he discovered moments of joy. One morning, when a flood washed away part of his field, Ethan whispered, "At least the earth will be fertile." The villagers noticed his new strength. Inspired, they too began to live by Charlie's secret. Slowly, the entire village transformed. Smiles replaced frowns, and hope replaced despair. Months later, the village was brighter than ever. People laughed more, helped each other, and did not let sadness control them. One evening, Ethan asked Charlie one last question. "Why did you share your secret with us?" Charlie's wise eyes sparkled. "Because happiness multiplies when it is shared. I may have lost much, but I gained joy by helping others find theirs." The villagers clapped with gratitude. Charlie raised his head proudly under the glowing moon. "Remember," he said, "happiness is a choice. Storms will pass, but smiles can stay forever."